Mm, what's going on, YouTube? It's Dirty Harry back here with a new video. Now, the other day, I had this thought. Been watching wrestling a while, just like you all have probably, and my thought went back to when is the last time we saw a traditionally built wrestler start from the bottom, you know, works his way up, becomes Intercontinental Champion. Well, back in the day, it was the European title that came first, and then the Intercontinental title. And then he got a big feud with the main eventers. Then he got title shots, came up short time and time again. And then finally, at the big pay per view, you get the big payoff of him winning a title. And I'm just sitting here like, looking at Ziggler holding Money in the Bank briefcase, and then rewind back to Daniel Bryan with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then you rewind it back. You know, it's like ever since the Money in the Bank briefcase came along, we haven't had a traditionally built world champion in a long time. I think John Cena, and I guess you can argue Edge to an extent. Yeah, he did cash in Money in the Bank, but he was built up for quite some time, winning the proper championships and going through the motions before just here, take this briefcase now, cash in, you know. And Ziggler, I mean, I guess you can argue they're kind of building him, but at the same time, losing a bunch of matches, But he puts on such good matches, we're behind him anyway. But it's like, if you're a little kid watching, you don't expect Ziggler to win a title. You're going to go, what the fuck? Why is he champion? You do have to dumb yourself down these days as a wrestling fan, but it's just who was the last traditionally built world champion we've had? Because I know it had to be a while ago. I think Cena, Batista were the last two, maybe Orton, whoever won it, last between them. Around that era were the last traditionally built champions we had. I mean, you can argue Jeff Hardy, but Hardy left the WWE, came back into the WWE from TNA, and just bam, he was catapulted basically straight to the IC title. It was like, and then to the world title and whatever. I mean, just think about that for me. Do you think the Money in the Bank briefcase killed the brain cells of WWE's creative, and they just don't know how to build a traditionally, you know, constructed world champion anymore or main eventer? Is that why we can't see Kofi Kingston other than racism in the main event, or Wade Barrett? And don't give me flack for saying it's racism that Kofi Kingston isn't in the main event. When's the last time we had a black world champion? Don't count The Rock. He don't rep black. He reps Samoan. You know, he kind of reps both sides, but he leans more towards Samoan. You can argue, what was the last WWE champion that was black that we had? Because I can't think of one. You know, completely. And if it was 10, 20 years ago, then it's like, well, we've been through 4 or 5 different eras now. You know, Wade Barrett, another guy who should be in the main event, who could have been traditionally built at this point. Nope. What are they gonna do? They're gonna wait and give Barrett the Money in the Bank briefcase next year, probably, and have him cash in, because it's like they forgot how to build a traditional main eventer. Just tell me what y'all think about that. If you can completely disprove this video and say, well, so and so was built this way, and he's in the main event now, then go figure. But I don't really watch the WWE product no more. But I can probably guarantee I can tell you what happened. Cena won, and he's probably gonna go fight The Rock now and win against The Rock at Mania. And everything else is bullshit, right? Oh man, I'll probably go check the standings. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. I just know I'm right. But yeah, anyway, that's off topic. Just if you know a traditionally built main eventer on the roster right now, please tell me who it is. And if you know who the last traditionally built world champion was, Please tell me right now. Sorry. Some of us got jobs. I don't have time to be doing all that research, y'all.